plays Doodler, and today's video is going to be, like I said in my last video, a Nintendo Switch related fan art video. Now, I've got so much to talk about. I've got so many thoughts and opinions regarding Nintendo and the Nintendo Switch and all the events that have been happening around Nintendo and the Nintendo Switch as of late. But because this is only pretty much only a 10-minute video, I'm going to just keep it to the bare minimum, pretty much. To begin, I am going to kickstart off this commentary by saying what the Nintendo Switch is and why it has become, well, not why, but like, you'll probably know what it is, but for those of you who have been living under a rock, I am going to tell you what it is and why it's really popular among us gamers, pretty much. So without further ado, let's begin. Okay, so the Nintendo Switch is basically a brand new console. Everybody is talking about it. It is supposed to be, apparently, a home console and a portable console. So you can take it anywhere with you, like the 3DS, but then you can just slot it into a dock, and you can also play it on the television, like on the big television. Well, not big, but any kind of television. When you like get home from work or school or any commute, and you can continue playing on your game as you have been when you were out doing whatever you were doing, playing on the Switch, like the bus or whatever. It's a pretty cool concept. And to those of you who may or may not know, it is actually coming out today after a pretty long wait. It's been like in the works as codename NX, and the hype for it is pretty real. There have been there has not been a day when I haven't heard about the Nintendo Switch this past week. The hype is that big. But yeah, that's what the Nintendo Switch pretty much is. It's a home/portable console, and it is coming out today as I speak. And not only that, but there are some pretty cool launch titles on there. So like, there's The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, and then there's 1-2 Switch, Just Dance. Oh, I could go on about all of this forever. Like, honestly, there is quite a lot of games in the library, and I'd say that I think it might even rival the launch title games of the Wii U, which is one of the predecessors of the home consoles before the Nintendo Switch was released. And yeah, that's pretty much my rundown of what the Nintendo Switch is, pretty much. And honestly, I think it's such a really cool concept. The fact that you can take your console anywhere you go with you, and you can play on it like your 3DS, and then when you come home, you can just slot it into a dock and play as though you've not even like changed anything. Like, the game is still there. You don't even have to switch it off to put it in a dock or anything. You just put it in a dock and it instantly appears on the TV. And honestly, I think Nintendo are onto something with this concept, and it is pretty cool. Like, yeah, but honestly, the way Nintendo's going right now with all of this, I can't wait to see what else they do with the Nintendo Switch. Like, all of the features that I've heard about, so like the Joy-Con controllers and pretty much everything else in between. Like, I think Nintendo have really struck gold with that, but pretty much what I'm saying is that I am really in awe by what Nintendo have invented, and I can't wait until I can't wait to see what they are going to do next with this console. Anyway, enough about me rambling on about the Nintendo Switch and everything else in between it. I am actually going to talk about the piece that you are seeing being made. Now, I did a layer where I sketched the Joy-Con controllers and the Nintendo logo, and it was I really enjoyed doing that, I'll be honest, like, I really did, but I sketched it using one layer, and then I did another layer, and I used the technical pen to like outline and colour it, and do all the buttons, the logos and stuff, and now you can see me developing the Nintendo Switch tablet. Like, I was actually thinking of leaving it as just the Nintendo logo and the Joy-Con controllers, but I thought it looked a bit bare and barren, and it didn't look like it had much interest in the piece to say the least. So I thought I'd add the Nintendo Switch tablet with the Nintendo Switch logo in it, and yeah, pretty much off we go with that. And then you can see me colour the outside bits now. And then after I've done that, I believe that I either do the writing on the top right hand corner of the picture. Now I tried to do a pun with this, and I thought to try and add a bit of humour into the picture, because like switching things up since 1889, which was when the company was established. Now, fun fact, when the company was established, rambling on here, when the company was established, they weren't doing video games at first. I believe they did like trading cards or something. I don't really know for sure, but they did something else before they moved on to video games. And am I glad that they moved on to video games? They did some amazing stuff, but it appears that I did the lettering first. Then I thought that I needed to do some more on the top left-hand corner in the middle bit specifically. So I decided to draw on a bunch of logos that people would easily recognise on there to add a bit of interest to the picture. So I pretty much I did the Legend of Zelda logo, so the Triforce, then I did the Animal Crossing New Leaf logo, and then Pokemon, and I did the Mario logo. All pretty obvious, but it was around this bit that I struggled. Well, a couple seconds ago I was struggling to move everything, because I thought the Mario logo was originally next to the Pokemon logo, but it didn't look right in my opinion, so I decided to move them, and it took me a while to get the gist of how to move them. But I'm glad I managed to do it in the end, as I really love the way they are now. And you can see me ink out the Triforce now, using the same technique as what I've been doing on the other parts. And tried to do shading, but I didn't, so I scrapped that in the end. And I outlined the rest of the logos, and then I'm pretty much finished with the piece. Now, I really enjoyed doing this on Procreate, because it was a pretty big learning experience for me. Like, I was drawing freehand, and I really did enjoy it, because I was going more in depth with the layers. I was using them in a way that I've never used them before. I was moving them, and I've just gained so much satisfaction from actually drawing this piece. I feel like I have learned a lot drawing like this. But anyway, we are actually, before I say anything, we are actually nearing the end of the video, sad to say. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, make sure to click that like button, and if you have any suggestions, comment down below. And if you like what you see and you want to see more, make sure to click that subscribe button. And with that said, I will see you guys next Tuesday for another art video. Goodbye!